Hello, friends. Welcome to Democracy 3 and a new social experiment. I decided to do this in light of the 2016 presidential race with its lovely field of contestants on both sides. And I wanted to see, from a simulation standpoint, obviously this is not real life, this is a simulation. I wanted to see how two candidates who had, in many ways, diametrically opposed views would do. And I've basically picked two of the candidates. I'm going to go with the Donald on the Republican side, and I'm going to go with the Burn on the Democratic side. These two candidates have very diametrically opposed views on many things, so it'll be very interesting to see. They're both such extreme cases on both sides, so it'll be very interesting to see how they play out. Now, the rules of the game: we are playing with some mods. I've got like Department of Education, disasters, fiber optic, LGBT rights, situations, policies, sex ed, bunch of stuff like that. I don't care about the other countries, but and the big one is extremism, which allows me to get extreme investment, which allows me to have unlimited money. Because one of the things I want to do is see, if we were allowed to implement, or if they were allowed to implement their policies as they wanted them to be implemented, without worrying about the financial impact, how would that work out? So the way the winning of the game basically will be, can they survive to the end of a second term? Either A, will they be assassinated, or B, will they manage to be reelected? So we'll find out. And basically what I'm going to do on the money side is they're each going to get 10, 20, 30. We'll see how it goes. We'll make sure they both have the same amount. We're not going to go massive. They're not going to have like $1 trillion or anything like that. I'm thinking more in the neighborhood of $10 to $20 billion a year additional for their own personal pet projects. And we'll assume that these monies come from magic fairy dust. Okay? So my goal is to play through as both candidates and to play through as much into their mindset as possible. I'll have some audio clips of their positions on certain issues as needed. And I'm going to keep my own politics out of it. So, if you have comments and stuff, remember that I am playing this as that character in a way, in the way they're both characters. I'm going to be trying to extrapolate based on what I've read, heard, watched. I do watch a lot and listen to a lot of political news, so I feel like I have a fairly good understanding of their positions on many issues. So we're going to give us a shot. So I hope you guys enjoy this little run. I don't know how long it'll take for each character. Basically what we're going to do, again, is will they survive to the end of the second term? And if they both survive, it'll be how popular they are at the end of that second term. All right? So let's get to it. All right, in the first set of videos, we're going to be playing as the Donald J. Trump, that is. So let's pick up our new game, and we're going to be playing. Yeah, we're not going to be playing as that. We're going to be playing as the good old U.S. of Netherlands, U.S. of A. There we go. So U.S. of A. We're going to be playing as the Republicans. The Republicans. There we go. Beautiful. And the opposition party is going to be the Democrats. Marvelous. Term length, 4 years, 2 terms. We can have hurricanes. We can have earthquakes. We can have compulsory voting. We can have monarchy. We'll leave it at that. Leave socialism at default and political apathy. I actually think this is driving up we have a lot of anger going on, so I'm going to drop down to 50% for political apathy. There's a lot of anger on both sides, so I think that would be good. All right, so let's jump in here and see how it goes. Fix this country's problems. Make America great again. Dun 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 dun. Yay, we won. So GDP, not doing so well. Health, not doing so well. Crime, Unemployment, it actually kind of fits. All right. So the way this game works, in case you have not seen this before, is there's all these different vectors. We've got transportation, we've got foreign policy, we've got welfare, we've got the economy, we've got taxes, we've got public services, and we've got crime and law and order. So in each one of these then drills down far, far, far down. There's all kinds of policy. I can click this, I can look at this, I can click this, get to there, keep drilling down to every effect that could be happening, the causes of it. I can look at implementing different policies. Gonna try and keep things, going. So let's go ahead. One of the first things we'll do on the economy side is we're gonna find you gotta find the, is it this one? High earnings. Technological advantage. Currency strength. I need to find my, my mod for extreme. Oh, I might need to implement that. Okay. All right. That's right. I'll probably do a little better in the second playthrough because I'll have remembered more things along the way. So right now we are not popular at all. So yeah, I don't need the tutorial. Well, maybe I'll leave it going just in case. So current, wow. So people were pissed off at this election, I guess. Wow. So we're going to have to definitely improve voter intentions. All right. Let's close out of that. All right. So first thing we'll do is kick out border controls. We need border controls because got to keep the illegal immigrants out of our country because we got to make America better, stronger, greater. Retina scans. So this is your political capital, how much you can currently do, how many points you've got, and this is how much it costs. So it costs 18 points to raise that up to retina scans. So this is going to make patriots very happy. It's going to piss off liberals, and it's going to make immigration really hard. Ethnic minorities are not going to like it, and tourism is going to drop as well. But you got to do what you got to do to keep the bad people out. We got to make America safe. So let's do that. That's one of the things he definitely seems to like. So let's do that. Achievement so far. All right. Let's implement our extreme investment. The minimum is 22 billion. Income, it's 110 billion per quarter. I guess. All right, let's keep this. Let's do roughly 25 billion per quarter. Let's call it that. Okay, so that's what we'll go with for both playthroughs. So 25 billion a quarter. So basically, money's not going to be a serious issue here. This is about policies. All right. So what else can we do? Skills shortage. Well, screw that. Okay. We want to make it easier for folks for businesses to work in our country. So we're going to lower pollution controls because global warming, not a big issue. Minimal monitoring. Let's get that down. Let's get that. Yeah, let's apply that. Make it easier for our business, for our factories to compete against those foreign factories. What do we got here? Pollution. Nah, who cares about it? Sleepers. Middle earnings. We don't care about that. Oh, we got our extreme investment. So that's our extreme investment. We got to remember that's what that is. Okay. Earnings. Don't care. Space program. Nah. Labor laws. Well, we're going to be very pro. Yeah, we're very pro employer. So that's good. We'll leave that as is. There weren't any changes there. We're definitely pro labor. Trump isn't we're not afraid of that. We don't care about skill shortages. Okay, for taxes. Now, we got to make sure the corporations are able to really, run their businesses well. So we want to make sure that capital gains, we can't afford to lower it yet. Okay, we're running out of points now, so we can't really do much. Maybe there's a few policies that we can implement, though. So let's look through foreign policy. We can't implement any of those yet. Business start. Oh, we could do trade council. No, we're keeping America great. Screw you, national businesses. Yes. That we need to do. Let's go ahead and implement this. Perfect. And let's give them a lot of money because we want to make America great, make American companies great. So we're going to go ahead and put this in and make it the maximum we can do. What else can we get away with in this turn? We'll be doing some other stuff later on, definitely. All right, that's all we can do right now. So we're gonna have to go ahead and advance the next turn. I think next turn. Woohoo! Oil dependency. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. Crime is kind of high. We probably need to deal with this. There's probably a lot of those illegal immigrants in the country. So we're going to need to get in there and deal with those guys. So what can we do that'll really have... We could probably improve private prisons. Would probably help out. And maybe we can do some stuff with that. So let's go ahead. Who's the Traditional Values Alliance? They should like us. Why would they not like us? Oh, conservatives do not like that inheritance tax. I completely agree with you, sir. We need to get rid of this inheritance tax. Let's lower that down. So we've got 26 points again. No inheritance tax. Let's apply that. Oh, we could just cancel the whole policy. It costs 19 points to do it, so that's a lot of points to cancel it out. All right, let's look at what else we can do before we jump in on that one. Actually, all right. So what can we do for prisons? Prisons. I do wish they actually had some. We'll deal with that later. Gated communities, police force, private prisons. All right. Well, this is probably, we want free market. So a free market for prisons is probably going to be our best bet. That's going to help really cut back. Only cost 7 points. Now, this whole drug thing, definitely outlawed. All right, we're already set there, so we're good. We can leave it alone. Let's just get out of that. Okay. Ghettos, street gangs. We probably need to improve our police force. Maybe give them more weapons. Well, every officer should be armed. Should we give them the real tools to deal with things? That's going to really cut down on crime and street gangs, so we might as well go all the way. All right. It's regular prisons. Wow, that would be... minimum number of bear coal cells. Let's not worry about that one yet. Cancel that. Let's just get out of that one. Vigilante. We don't want vigilante mobs. Jury trials. Internet crime is down. Well, we've done a little bit of work here. Not really caring about that. Let's look at a little bit more if we can do anything on the economic side to help businesses out. So inflation's still going. Inflation's going up a tiny little bit, looks like, which is good. It means the economy is kicking along. Skills shortage. Immigration's impacting on GDP. Education is doing that. Pupil tail. Okay. National Business Council. We've already got that going. Our small business grants. It wouldn't be a bad idea to give a few more small business grants. Yeah, I got to help the small businessman out. All right, let's look at the policies we can implement. Whatever. Narcotics. All right, now, basically the idea is we want to keep America strong, make it better by bringing businesses back to our country, kicking out any illegal immigrants, and making our businesses and our companies strong, able to compete on a global platform. So we really need many things that are going to pollution controls. That's the minimum I can do there. Oh, that's that one. Sorry. All right, let's look at our corporate taxes. Are there any corporate taxes we could lower? Cars and then capital gains tax. Now, if we reduce this, we can't afford to reduce it yet. All right, we have 5 points. Sales, property. We're not going to charge people smoke. If they want to smoke, that's their choice. Okay, corporate tax is going to take us. So this is what our focus on next turn will be to drop the corporation tax, so we can really let our companies really perform the way they need to. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. See, crime is already dropping. Told you. Should we ban alcohol advertisements? TV ban. Way to reduce alcohol intake. So we can reject the ban. This law is crazy. Either you have a ban on product or you do not. Alcohol is perfectly legal and enjoyed by millions of citizens without ill effect. Banning advertising of a product on a particular medium is a token gesture for the anti-alcohol zealots. There's nothing but interfere with the free market, okay? Or approve a ban. It might not stop alcoholism overnight, but a TV ad ban is a step in the right direction. Advertisers have been increasingly aggressive in their advertising with a worrying tendency towards marketing their products at the youth market. Anything we can do to reduce alcohol consumption is worth trying. Well, it's free market. So we're going to let the market determine. We'll select that. Okay, budget's in good shape. We've got a $25 billion surplus, which is pretty much the extreme thingamajigger. Approval rating is disappointing. But hey, we're up to 10%, which is a serious improvement. So, we're working and we're getting there, which is really good. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of... Oops. The problem is these things move around each time, which is a bit... There we go, corporation tax. So let's lower the corporate rate to the minimum. Let's unfetter our businesses, let them get out there and do what they need to do. Are there any policies for businesses, that we can implement that would really help out? Nope. Anything in the economy side that makes sense for us? Oh, screw that. Ooh, maybe a young entrepreneur scheme. Yeah, we could have a TV show maybe where we hire these people and let them. Yeah, we're totally gonna do that. And I'll have it on the network, and let's give them lots of money. Yeah, that's gonna work. All right. Is there anything we can do? We need to be pro-employer. That's our new young entrepreneur. Okay. Now we've got 12 points left to spend. We're still making money right now. So what can we do? Euthanasia. I'm not worried about that right now. State religion. Not going to have a state religion. Prisons. Death penalty. Oh, we can't afford to. That's an expensive one to shift. Gay marriage. I think that means same-sex relations outlawed. But we can't lower it even. But, we are definitely very much traditional marriage, man-woman. So we need to make sure we get that put through later on. We should not be teaching both. Well, we can't afford to do anything there either. From there, it'd be nice if they actually had a little icon that you could actually afford them before you actually went into them. Food standards. Not really worth changing. Okay, let's go ahead and save our points that we've got right now. School vouchers. Anything else here? Road building. We could do some infrastructure projects, which might be good. So the way I'm going to do these episodes, I'm going to pull them out one year at a time, and let you guys weigh in on if you think I'm misrepresenting a candidate a little bit, and then we'll go back and we'll tweak them a little bit more. But we'll that way you guys can have some feedback on this as well. We got our pollution controls done. All right, let's go ahead and go to our next term. Not term, but superhero. Woo! Oh, so we need to help our cops out more. But street gangs have been put down. Nice. Global economy is doing better. Good. We still have our big budget. We're up to 26%. See, we've gone from like nothing to 26%. That's awesome. All right. And they're very Adequate and loyal to us. Very good. Very, very good. And then we want to look for conservatives, the wealthy. All right. What else can we do? Border controls are already implemented. Foreign aid. Yeah, keep it low. We don't really care about them. We already have our military up all the way. Citizenship tips. Oh, we better. Yeah, these people have better be. They need to know our country. They're going to come to our country. They better know how to do it. They need to know how to US. I'm not sure about the trade unions. Oh, it costs 50 points to change that one. That's going to be a little while. Yeah, that's going to be a little while. Now, some of these effects take a few turns to implement, and you'll see the implementation rate, like how fast it actually hits. All right, what else can we do for cops? We can do more for cops. High-tech spy services, a spy satellite network. That might help reduce crime a little bit more. Okay. Narcotics outlawed, good. Prisoner tagging. No, we don't want criminals out on the streets. We want criminals behind bars. So where are... We already have... We can't afford to change that one. We could really help out, though. Cops. Okay, we get more cops on the road. Yes, that'll help. That'll help bring crime down even more. All right. Handgun laws. I can't afford it. I do want to get this up here because we want concealed carry permits for everyone. So I think we need to... No limit. Yes, we'll need to lower it. So we need 34 points to lower that. Wow. All right. Anything we do on prisons? Raise it up. All right, let's look at our policies. Cancel that. Let's look at our policies. This is anything we can implement right now. Welfare fraud. Yeah. We need to make sure that people who are getting this are should actually have it. Otherwise, you need to get a job. Now, I don't know if we can do this or not, but we probably need to look at undercover investigators. It's free to upgrade anything when you first implement it, so you might as well make it the max you want to do with it. Welfare, food stamps. I don't know about that. Yeah, we'll look at that again later. State pensions. Unemployment benefits. Good, none. Good. Welfare fraud department. We got that. Okay. Okay, that one's being negatively impacted by those. Good. See, people, it's good. GDP is helping that out. So anything we can do for our businesses, we've got already minimal there. Let's look at more economic policies. Or anything else? That could really help our industry long term. Because we get our companies could get more productivity. So let's go ahead and do that. That way our corporations could make a little bit more money. Sales tax. Oh, we were going to lower or get rid of capital gains tax. Dang it. All right. We'll come back to that later, because once we get rid of capital gains, that will really allow businesses to really thrive and probably create more jobs. So let's go ahead. All right, so this is going to be the end of let's see here. What are people saying? He's very loyal. So this lady is not liking. Oh, she's a freaking liberal socialist. That's why she buys my policies. You joined the wrong cabinet, lady. All right. Let's go ahead. We've already got our military maxed out. We've got. Is there anything else we can do? We've got 5 points. I hate to waste points. Well, we can't encourage gated communities, so let's not worry about that. I guess we'll just save our points for the next turn. All right. So here we are, another turn. Good. Global economy is doing good. We're up to 32%. People love us. We are monitoring extensive. Ooh, they don't like us at all. The Revolutionary Army in the why don't they like us? We might need to get. Might need to improve our state security slightly to make sure that we keep the riffraff out. All right. Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to end this episode here. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far, where I should be going. Again, we're going to be trying to implement as many Trump policies as possible. So far, so good. We're making money. Life is good. People love us. I knew they would. It's Ron of the Bowl. If you guys enjoy it, click the like button. Let me know in the comments below. Tell your friends, your family, and your grandmas. And remember, register and vote. Booyah.